Okay, buckle up you two, because the universe just served us another slice of absolute weirdness straight out of Mexico. Remember those creepy little desiccated dudes they claimed were aliens last year?
Vaguely, the ones that looked like shriveled ET props? What about them?
Don't tell me someone's trying to peddle that nonsense again. I thought that got debunked pretty quickly.
But that's where you're wrong, Nina. They're bug. Apparently, some Mexican doctors decided to give these alien mummies another look. Yeah, I did new x-rays and scans.
Oh, fantastic. More taxpayer money wasted on pseudoscience. What did the experts find this time? Proof they're made of papier-mâché and nightmares.
Get this? The official report claims no signs of tampering. They're saying each one is a single complete skeleton, not cobbled together from bits and pieces. And wait for it. They supposedly have intact internal structures, like organs and stuff, still inside after 1,000 years.
Intact after a millennium? That doesn't sound physically possible. What kind of preservation even talking about? It feels unnatural, almost violating the natural order of decay.
Intact internal structures is vague enough to mean anything. It could be fossilized remnants, mineral deposits, not little alien hearts and lungs. This already stinks of sensationalism.
Oh, it gets better. The cherry on top of this cosmic cake, one of them is allegedly full of eggs.
Eggs inside one of those things? What kind of eggs? Like tiny alien omelets waiting to happen? That's genuinely grotesque. It paints such a bizarre, unsettling image.
Eggs? Are you fucking kidding me? That's not biology. That's lazy B-movie writing. What's next? They find a tiny laser gun clutched in its three-fingered hand? Yes is an insult to intelligence.
See, I told you it was good. The absurdity is off the charts. Can you imagine the headlines? Alien mummy found pregnant with breakfast.
So who's pushing this narrative this time? Let me guess. The same UFOlogist charlatan from last year?
Bingo, Jamie Mawson. He's doubling down, insisting these 1,000-year-old things are absolutely not human. Swears on his mother's tinfoil hat? Probably.
There's a certain conviction in people like him, isn't there? A deep need to believe in something beyond our mundane reality. While the eggs part sounds utterly ludicrous, the core desire to find proof of otherworldly life, I can almost understand the sentiment behind it, even if the evidence is questionable.
Oh, I understand the sentiment. Attention-seeking and maybe a little grifting. Let's be clear, the actual scientific community isn't buying this for a second. They're calling it what it likely is, an elaborate and frankly quite silly hoax. Probably pre-Columbian artifacts misinterpreted, deliberately or not.
And that, my friends, is exactly why this story is pure gold for us. It's got it all. Aliens, sketchy science, internet meltdown potential, controversy. It's designed to make people argue and freak out. You guys watching know what I mean, right? That perfect storm of weird news that makes you go, what the actual hell? But you also kind of can't look away. Yeah, you know that.
It truly highlights the divide, doesn't it? You have the fervent believers latching on to every detail, especially something as visceral as eggs inside, seeing it as undeniable proof. And then you have the eye-rolling skeptics dismissing it instantly as utter fabrication. There's rarely middle ground with things like this.
But why eggs? If you're going to fake an alien, you're going to use to specific, biologically weird detail. It's almost guaranteed to attract ridicule, unless the goal is ridicule and maximum chaos.
Maybe the aliens were space chickens, Nina? Ever think of that? Galactic poultry? Or maybe Mawson just really likes breakfast analogies. Who knows? But seriously, why are people so obsessed with this stuff? Aliens, conspiracies, secret moon bases.
Perhaps it's a longing for meaning or enchantment in a world that often feels too rational, too explained. The unknown offers a space for imagination, for hope that there's more than just this, even if it manifests as belief in egg-laying mummies. The internet just pours gasoline on that fire.
The internet definitely amplifies it. A fringe claim gets algorithmically boosted, finds its niche audience, and suddenly it looks like a legitimate debate. You've seen this pattern before. Remember the alien autopsy footage? Or those crop circles that turned out to be dudes with boards and rope? History is littered with these kinds of hoaxes.
Yeah, like finding Elvis working at a gas station. Some things just never die.
It does feel very X-Files, doesn't it? Mulder would be losing his mind over the egg mummy, writing frantic reports, while Scully would be demanding DNA tests on the yolk.
And Scully would be right. Where's the peer-reviewed data? Where's the independent verification until we see actual, rigorous scientific proof? This is just folklore for the digital age? Entertaining, maybe, but utterly baseless. Calling it not human based on dodgy x-rays and alleged eggs is irresponsible bullshit.
Okay, Nina. Deep breaths. Don't blow a gasket over the alien space chickens. But you gotta admit, the sheer audacity is kind of hilarious. Someone crafted this narrative, eggs and all, and unleashed it onto the world.
There's a certain theater to it all. The presentation, the dramatic claims, the ensuing debate. It functions almost like performance art, reflecting our collective anxieties and hopes about the cosmos.
Performance art funded by gullible people, maybe.
Look, whether it's a hoax, a misunderstanding, or legit space invaders with questionable reproductive choices, it taps into something real. That itch we have for the unknown, the desire to believe the universe is weirder than we think. And honestly, it's just fucking funny. Sometimes you just need a story about 1,000-year-old, possibly egg-filled alien mummies to remind you that reality is often stranger and dumber than fiction. Keeps things interesting, right?